A few weeks ago, while exploring new AI tools, I stumbled upon something called Emergent AI. At first, I thought it was just another coding assistant, but then I saw what it was actually claiming to do. And honestly, that really got my attention. It said you could simply describe your idea in plain English, and its AI agents would plan, build, debug, and even deploy a full application for you. Now, that's a very big claim because most AI tools we see today can help with only one part of the process. Some help you write code, some help you design, some help you debug, but Emergent AI seemed to promise something much bigger. It looked like a tool that wanted to take care of the entire project building journey. So, obviously, I had to try it. I wanted to know, does it actually work? Is it really that powerful, or is just some another overhyped AI tool? And when I tested it myself, honestly, I was shocked by the kind of result it created for me. So in this video, we are going to break it all down for you. First, we'll understand what Emergent AI is, why it's trending right now. Then we'll explore how the platform actually works. After that, we'll build a modern SaaS dashboard app. Later, we'll improve the dashboard and make it feel more polished. Then we'll build an AI script generator app from scratch. Moving ahead, we'll add some features, refine the app, fix bugs, and finally, we will compare Emergent AI with Lovable AI. So if you want to see whether this tool can actually help you turn your ideas into real projects, make sure you watch this video till the end. So before we get started, here's a quick quiz question for you. The question is, what is Emergent AI mainly designed to do? Your options are only edit images, help build full applications using AI agents, only create presentations, only write social media captions. Pause for a second and drop your answer in the comment section and let's see how many of you got it right. Now, before we get started, let's talk about this tool and why it's getting so much attention now. Emergent AI is not being just talked about as just another coding assistant, and that is what makes it different. Most AI tools can help you with one part of the development. Some can generate code, some can help with design, and some can help with debugging. But Emergent AI is trying to support the entire workflow. You describe your project in plain English, and the platform uses AI agents to help plan it, build it, fix issues, and move it towards deployment. And this is not just another random hype. According to the recent public claims, Emergent has already crossed $100 million ARR in just 8 months, reached more than 6 million users across 190 plus countries, and says that nearly 70% of the users have zero coding experience. It also reportedly jumped from $50 million to $100 million ARR in just 1 month, which is one of the big reasons so many people are suddenly talking about it. So naturally, when a tool is growing this fast, I wanted to see whether it actually delivers the real result or not. So now, let me show you how it works, what it created for me, and how you can create one too. So now that we have understood what Emergent AI is and why so many people are talking about it, let's actually test it in a practical way. So in this demo, I don't want you to build just one simple app. I want you to show you two different types of project so you can understand how flexible this tool really is. Now first, just head over to Google and search for Emergent AI from here. Click on the first link here and you're just signed in to your account. Alright, so I've actually signed it to my Emergent account before, so it has directly redirected me to the interface of this. So from here you can see the home option. Alright, it says what will you build today? Full stack app, mobile app, and landing page. So I'll show you how to build a full stack app. You can also build a mobile app from here, like a food delivery app or something. Landing page as well, if you want to build any landing page. You can also add files from here, and like for any reference image if you want to give, you can add files from here. You can also connect it to the GitHub. You have this icon, and this is the agent selection. So here you've got different agents, E1, E2, prototype, mobile. So let's suppose you're creating for mobile, then you can just select this mobile agent, which is great for mobile apps. And for front-end application, you can select prototype. And right now we'll be selecting E1 because it's stable and thorough. So we'll be creating this one. You can also create new agent if you want to from here. You can select your base prompt. You can define your agent and you can name it. You can give prompts here. Here you also get the steps to create your and define your agent. So now this is really cool that you can actually create your agent. And the model we have selected is Claude 4.5 Opus, of course, because this works great. And if you want to select any other feature from here, you can also do that, but make sure that you select the ones which are in the free one. If you have the pro version, you can go with GPT 5.4, which uses 1 million context. You have 5.4 latest, Claude's 4.5 Sonnet, and 4.6 Opus as well. So here we'll be using the 4.5 Opus. So let me just select that. Now you can see the options here, right? It says Moldbot, Surplus, Elite Footwear, Smart Courses, like for anything you want to create. Now here you see the recent task and the deployed apps from here. You can also deploy it. Now for the deployment, it will cost you around 50 credits per month. So right now we are having around 95 credits in our account. Now let me just go ahead. So let's get started with our first prompt, which is we'll be building a SaaS dashboard. So we'll be using this prompt, which is build a SaaS dashboard web application called AI Content Studio. So I'll be building a application known as AI Content Studio, and I will say that the dashboard should have a clean, professional interface with a modern SaaS design. Now, I've given to add some of these features, which includes left sidebar navigation with dashboard analytics projects. I want to show all of these navigation bars. Then I've also set the AI tool to add a top header with a search bar, notification icon. Now, these are very necessary for you to build a SaaS dashboard. And I've also told it to add user profile dropdown, analytics cards, performance chart section, a recent activity panel for the users to view their activity. Then I also wanted to show a project table showing the project name, status, last updated date, and assigned user, a team collaboration section as well. Now I'll also give one more feature, which is use a premium in design with smooth spacing, rounded cards. If you want to add any animation, floating animated thing, you can also say that. Subtle shadows as well. Let me just add some shadows, effects, animations for the main nav bar, and use some modern color palette like white, purple, and blue. Blue accents good, looks good. So I'm gonna add these colors as well. Now, so here you see that Ultra Thinking with 16K thinking tokens. So it will actually use your 16,000 thinking tokens. Well, it's better if you go with the agent mode as well, because we have limited credits available in our project. So let's just move on. You also have this advanced control option from here where you can actually select your MCP tools. You see your MCP tools listed here, right? The memory MCP, sub-base MCP. You would need the key needed for all of these features. You can also import Notion MCP from here, connect your agent to Notion as well. And let's not just import the MCP right now, because it will be using around 25 credits. Later, I might show you how you can actually use MCP as well. Now, let me just press this enter. So it says setting up safe environment. This usually takes around 1-2 minutes. Well, it has now started and it's deploying your application. All right, it's initializing the agent now. The interface is pretty cool and amazing. I'm really liking it. Let's just wait for a few seconds. And meanwhile, you can see here your agent is running. You can also add some message to the agent if you want. You have this option to summarize, save. I mean, overall, I really love the interface of Emergent. It looks really cool to me. So it says, before I build the AI content dashboard, I would like to clarify a few details. Data source. It says, should the dashboard display static mock data for demo purposes? All right. Do you need user functionality? Yes. I'll say yes. Add static mock data for demo. Yes, login authentication is needed, of course. It's also asking me that for the performance chart section, if any preference you have, like recharts, charts.js, no preference, choose the best. I'll say choose the best fit. Okay. It says additional features like any specific functionality. All right. Well, I don't want to add any functionality for the moment. Let's just check how it performs just by giving this prompt. And if any functions you need to add or features you need to add later, you can just tell it to AI and it will do it for you. So first, let's test this. Right now, you can see here, it says I'll build the AI Content Studio dashboard with static mock data, and it's designing the agent now. Well, this is the app preview you can see from here. Let me just cross it. You can also look at the code from here. So when I just select on code, it says the VS Code link. You can access the VS Code in your browser with the following link and password. You have the password here and the link. Now, you can just open it in your VS Code if it's installed. If not, you can just select open in browser from here. And it says the password is needed. So we'll just go back again. We'll copy this password and we'll just copy paste it. Click on submit. So it says save password. Click on never. So from here, you can see the browser working for the VS Code, and you can actually look at the code from here, right? The back end, the front end part, what is it actually making? Let me just check for the server.py. All right. So you can see from fast API it has imported from .a, and we can actually refine any code prompt from here if you want to. Also for the front end section, we can have a look at it, the source, and you can just look at the app.css. I mean, what colors is it adding? You can see the background color, this color palette number it has given, the animation, app logo spin, really cool, amazing, and it's pretty fast. I can see from here. It is using the JavaScript to actually write the code for me. And yeah, this is pretty cool for now. Now let me just go back. You also have this build with agent in the VS Code. So you can actually give agent again in VS Code that please make these changes in my code, add this feature. You see how AI is actually helping you create your own fully functional app. I mean, AI is now integrated everywhere. Emergent AI if we talk about, or if we talk about the GitHub Copilot, it's just that you giving the ideas and you just sitting back and relax, and the AI is doing everything for you. Now, let me just go back to Emergent. So for now, we'll just click on the preview section. Okay, it says initializing agent now. All right, so here you go. Your app is now ready. You can see from here. We'll just click on this, open in a new tab. Now, first version is ready. It says, welcome back, enter your credentials to access your dashboard. So just enter your username from here. All right, and just click on sign in. Now, if you do not have this account, you need to click up sign up. Remember, while giving the prompts, we had given the prompt to Emergent to add this login authentication. That is why it has added this. Click on sign in. So we'll just click on sign up from here, enter your full name. Okay, now account has been created successfully, and just look at this. This is so cool. You see your ID here from here, log out, profile, settings. It says welcome back. All right. And from here, you can just look at the recent activity. This is your menu section from here, dashboard, analytics. You remember we have given the prompt to add the animations. You can see that it has actually added the animation from here while viewing it. Okay, the billing section is not ready. Settings, teams, projects, analytics. Okay, the dashboard is ready for now. You also have this feature to upgrade to Pro. Now, this is really amazing. It doesn't even feel like that AI has created it because the results are really top notch. Okay, now you can just look at the dashboard, the total number of users from here, monthly revenue, active projects. All right, now the animation it has added in the chart looks good to me. So you can just click on anywhere in between and it will show you the analytics there. This is so cool. Now these are the recent projects. Just click on view all. Okay, now this is the number of recent project it has. The team collaboration, you can also click on invite team member from here, and you have the recent activity again. This is so cool, really amazing, and it's very chic professional look, so I really liked it how it has created. You also have this notification section from here. You can click that. You can also search for any projects, the content. Let's suppose I click for project. You can also search for analytics as well. So this is the result. Now let me just go back to Emergent. All right, let me just give some of the more change. So first, you need to just click on pause agent for now to add the changes because the agent might be still running on the background. So I'm just gonna say the Emergent to add a dark mode toggle, add a feature to view it dark mode or light mode so that the users can have the option to switch back to the modes. All right, I'll say add some hover effects on the sidebar, navigation items, add better spacing across all sections, make the charts visually more appealing. Add light blue color as background. I mean, these are a lot of changes I'm giving to Emergent. Well, it might get mad at me, of course, but it's fine. Let's just send it to Emergent. So now it's gonna just process the next step. So now the agent is running. We'll wait for a few minutes. So now let me just refresh it again. It says the changes have been done now. So since the preview is now available, we can just go back to our dashboard again and view it. I can now see the option here, toggle dark mode. So when you just click on it, this is a dark mode you can see from here. Well, the text is not that visible. Again, I can give the AI to make the text maybe in white color in the dark mode. All right, it's still updating now. You can see it's added the hover effect. So when you just click on this, you can see the shadow effects are wearing, right? This is really cool. And this is the hover effect. When we click on the nav bar, it's just animating a bit. So these are the effects it has added now. This looks pretty cool to me. And just click on dashboard again. And the analytics part is not ready. All right. So it has added a bit of spacing alignment. I can see some difference here, but the major difference it has added is the toggle dark mode. All right. So this is the changes that it has done. Well, it seems it's still working on it. All right. So it says your wake agent with larger machine. Now agent operation has terminated due to excessive memory usage. So just click on wake agent with larger machine and it's now waking up. I mean, I really like how interactive it is with the user that it really makes you feel like to using this application, this AI tool, because the interface is so user friendly. Now you can also see a major difference here that it has added the blue color right on the background. So previously it was full white, but now I can see it has added, and also the performance overview, it has made it look visually more good. I mean, it has added some shadows and some contrast here, which looks really cool to me. So this is the changes it has done for me now. This is really good. So what are we going to do now? Let's move on to our second project. We'll just stop the AI agent for now, and we're just going to click on the new tab. Now for this application, we'll be using it for the mobile app, and let's see how it actually looks like. So we'll say, build me production ready AI script generate web application. And I'm going to add some features here. So I'll just say to add some features like a clean homepage, input field, generating buttons, CTA, hashtags, and everything. And the style requirements, I've given a clean, modern SaaS-like interface, professional layout, white background. Okay, let me just change this white background. I'm going to keep it as yellow background. So this is the purple and blue accent here, round carded. Now we're just going to send it. Now it says that this usually takes around 1-2 minutes. It's setting up the environment again. So again, we're just going to wait for a few minutes. You can see it's initializing the agent now, and let the agent start running. So you see how I've asked Emergent to build something much more functional. So it's not just about building a very static page. It has input, output section, history, validation, and more complete user experience. So now we'll just wait for the Emergent to see the real result, and later you can add changes if you have any. All right, so now we have to give a bit changes here. It says before I get started, you need to clarify a few things. So let me just add here. I would say Claude Sonnet for number 1. I mean, I want to use Claude Sonnet 4.5 for writing hooks, script, hashtags, and everything. And for the API, I say use Emergent API key itself. History should be shared in database. All right, now give this changes. So just answer all of these questions, what the Emergent have asked you, and now it will get started. Again, you could just view the code from there, but let me just click on the app preview and show the real output. So here it says I have all the information needed. Let me create a detailed plan and build the application. Well, I think it has started almost. We'll just wait for a few seconds. It's taking a bit time to process it. Okay, it says backend is running. Let me take a screenshot to see the UI. I mean, the agent is really smart. You can see you don't have to even tell it to take a screenshot. It will do it automatically for you. So you can see the app from here, right? Just test it. You can enter any topic name, your video topic. Let's suppose it's machine learning. And you can just click on generate content from here. So it's now generating the content for you. And you can also see the history. The UI is also good. It's clean and professional look. So you can see the generated content, right? The hook video script. You can also try your app in the mobile you can just go to the Expo Go app and scan the QR code to preview your app in your phone. So you can also take your app live by doing the deployments here. You can start your deployments, and for this, it would take around 50 credits per month. This will enable in the permanent app access via Expo Go, iOS, Android APK. So your app would stay live and installable across devices after the deployment. So from building the app to deploying it, everything could be done here using Emergent. Let me just have a preview of the result it has generated again. So I think we would need to refresh it again. So now it says that agent has finished. Click on open preview from here. All right, so you can see from here the hook, the video script it has generated. You can actually copy the script, and it would be really useful for you if you're a content creator and if you're creating script for social media apps. You can just copy paste it from here, the script, and you can also give changes if needed. It will generate the hook line for you, the entire video script, call to action, hashtags, the thumbnail ideas as well. So this is really amazing. So I'll just give one change, which is add a option of PDF export so that the users can directly export it to their system in PDF format. So let me just give a change here. So I'll just refresh this app again so that the changes are reflected in my app. All right. So it's still working on it. You can see processing next step. So let's just wait for maybe 1-2 minutes. So here you can see it says, let me restart the services and test the PDF export endpoint. So it's actually testing if it's working or not. So let me just check in the app itself if it has started working. So just click on anything, AI, let's suppose, click on generate content. Now here you can see it has taken a screenshot as well. So I think the changes have been done now. So you can see here, you get an option to export it to PDF, right? After the content, you can just copy paste it from here, or you can also export it to the PDF just by clicking on this, and it will be actually downloaded in your system in PDF format. So the changes have also been done, and the UI, everything is really cool. So overall, I would say if I had to rate this AI tool, I would rate it 9 out of 10 because it has negligible mistakes and it works really well. Now, before we move on, here's a quick piece of information you might want to know. If you're looking to transform your career and get ahead in the AI and automation space, Simplilearn has partnered with IHFC TIH of IIT Delhi to offer the professional certificate program in generative AI, machine learning, and intelligent automation. Now, this program is perfect for anyone eager to develop cutting-edge skills in AI and automation and land a top job in industries that are rapidly adopting these technologies. Here's what you will get. You'll get a program certificate from IHFC TIH of IIT Delhi powered by Simplilearn, 2-day campus immersion at IIT Delhi and exclusive IHFC Executive Club status, Microsoft course completion badges and trophies to showcase your skills, 20 plus AI tools and 12 plus real world projects to work and build a strong portfolio. Masterclasses from industry experts, including intelligent automation applications and agentic AI. This 11-month program is designed to equip you with the most relevant in-demand skills that every industry needs today. Plus, you'll have hands-on learning and get the chance to work with the top AI tools like Python, TensorFlow, OpenAI, LangChain, and many more. So if you're ready to take your career to the next level, hurry up and enroll now. The course link is mentioned below. Now, one more thing is we'll just compare it with Lovable AI. So let me just go back to Lovable and let's see which one performs more better and fast. And I'll leave the opinion to you guys to let me know in the comment section below. Which one do you feel works better? So let's just ask Lovable to create. So I'll be giving the same prompt, which is to create a AI script generate production ready AI script generator. And I've given the same features as well, which is to include clean homepage, hashtags, the same style requirements as well, professional layout. So let me just keep it as, let's suppose, a yellow background. Okay, and let's give it to the Lovable. Well, before starting, you'll have to create an account. Just click on continue with Google. So you can just pick your style from here. Let's suppose I want the dark theme. Click on next, enter your name, and you can just select any option from here. So I'm just gonna send it. So it says enable notification. We'll just wait it. I'll just click on later and it's just reviewing the design scope and the components now. We'll wait for a few minutes for it to generate the entire application for me. So you can see what it's actually working on. Setting up the design system, you can actually check the code itself from here. And this is the code version. You have this design cloud as well. So you can click on any of these to check whatever it's running. So for the code, if you have to make any changes, you can do it from here. And this is the analytics section, which is not required for this. And this is a preview one, which we had done before. Okay, so here you will be getting the preview, and it's actually selected as the desktop version. So we'll be just clicking on the mobile version from here. Okay, so it says your AI creator is ready. So let me just view it. So it says right now it uses local template. You want me to connect it to real AI via Lovable Cloud. So I'll just say no, do not connect it now. Show the template based version itself. Okay, now we'll just view our app first. So I'll just open it in a new tab. Okay, so this is the preview of our app. You see the text and the font design which it has used is really impressive. So it says short form instant. All right, just enter any topic. Again, I'll be entering the same machine learning and click on generate script from here. Okay, you can see the hook line. You can copy it. You have the script. So it has broken it down into different parts. You can see the opening, the main content, three things you need to focus on, call to action, thumbnail ideas. This is also really good. You can have a look at the previous generation. You can also clear the history. So I would say for the styling and the font, Lovable works good. What do you think? Let me know. So I'll just show you the side-by-side comparison. This is the result, what Lovable AI has generated for us. And this was the result for Emergent. So I really like both the things. Now it depends on you, whatever you feel like using, because both works really well. Almost both have the similar features and everything, but the styling and design, if I would say, then Lovable has more better font design and styling. So after trying out both types of project, making changes, adding features, and even fixing bugs, I think one thing is very clear. Emergent AI is not just about generating a quick demo screen, it can actually help you move much closer to a real usable product. What I personally found interesting is that it doesn't stop at the very first version. You can keep improving the app, refining the experience, adding new features, and shaping it based on what you actually want to build. And that makes it much more practical for creators, founders, and even developers who want to speed up the process. Of course, like any other AI tool, it is not just about blindly accepting everything it creates. You still need good prompts, clear thinking, and a bit of review from your side. But if your goal is to turn ideas into project much faster, then Emergent AI is definitely a tool worth exploring. Now, I would really love to know your opinion. Do you think tools like Emergent AI can actually change the way people build software? And between Emergent and Lovable, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss out any update. Thank you and keep learning with Simply Learn.